I'm Apostle Waruinge. Apostle Waruinge, Ndura Waruinge.
Ndura Waruinge was born in Kericho, Bomet County. He's a grandson of one of the founders of Mau Mau, General Waruinge.
I come from a polygamous family. I'm number 14, which is also a good number for me. I went to school in same county, that is in Bomet County, but at the border of Nyamira and the Bomet counties. That is where I went through my primary school and later joined the Cardinal Tunga High School,
where he only attended half-term due to indiscipline and tribal factor. He transferred to Molo after high school. He enrolled at the University of Nairobi.
Cybersecurity, psychology, and also mechanical engineering. Above all, I've done criminology in the Department of Investigations. But that one does not really bother me because I also have done science of addictions. The most important thing to me is that having done all those things that I did, I've never enjoyed my education.
He became a petty thief in the streets of Ndura, where he pickpocketed and clubbed people to get his daily bread. Later, he started mobilizing a group of young men who later became a gang before he became a proscribed sect, Mungiki.
Mungiki was an organization that was formed by me and my cousin and my 7 cousins that formed the organization that turned out to be the most dangerous organization that Kenya has ever had since the Mau Mau days, when Mau Mau people, our grandfathers, were proscribed as an illegal organization that was destined for being destruction because they were fighting for the freedom. But the then government tried to look at them as though they are criminals, just as also we were looked as though we are criminals, bad people. Mungiki became a huge organization because of we had a line that we took of empowering people, young people who are jobless, creating jobs for young people. Though we didn't do it in a manner that it was pleasant, a manner that was lawful, we were so unlawful because we disorganized, we created disturbances in the society. We broke laws. In other words, whatever we did was not good for the society, because we were creating a platform for our own self. But all in all, we existed and we conquered, we won battles, we fought battles. And through that, I found myself in prison for about 52 times. And I found myself shot at by the police about 12 times. And I found myself poisoned 9 times. All this never killed me, though the bullets went through my body. They didn't touch the bones. I was left intact until today. When we started Mungiki, we started an organization that was meant to bring the young people together, empower them, establish them, and create an atmosphere for them that they can have a living. It was not meant for criminal activities, but we were branded so because we all did not come from good families, that is rich families, or the people that control the status quo. We all came from poor families that were not known. And when you are living with the people that they have a notion that any child from a poor family is not worthy living, is not worthy being a leader. That any child from a poor family is supposed to be used for political reasons, to throw stones or to vote for the actual human being. That is indeed the description that we had, and that was what we were branded, and many thousands of our followers were killed, others were taken to prison, others were injured, many things happened to them, and it was a bit sad story, it's a bit difficult story, it's a bad story. Though we were not right with the laws of the country, the way we were handled was not good. some of us we live in stigma, but that does not withstand. What most important is that we are still there. What was my role in this organization? My role, I am the founder of this organization, and when we founded it as a group of only 7, and this group of 7, we are all first cousins, and I was the national coordinator. I'm the one who coordinated every activities, and my other cousin, Maina, was the spiritual leader. Though now myself, I'm the one who was the face of the whole thing. How I rose to the leadership, automatically it was obvious that I would be the leader because I was the one carrying the ideologies of the organization. I'm the one who did everything that was required to be done in this organization. I was the master planner. I had the structure of the organization. I was the one that went around to make sure that all the ideas are working, and every project that we had so many projects. We controlled the public transport system of the country. We controlled the garbage collections that was merely supposed to be done by the city council. We also controlled the security systems. We also controlled the informal sector businesses that are all in the slums of the country. And again, we were able to control the informal businesses in the CBD, that's the Central Business District in the capital city. We were able to control. And then we eventually went ahead to control the politics of the nation. We were able to bring in so many politicians who became members of parliament through our energies, that we voted for them, we campaigned for them, because we really wanted an outfit that can be used for the leadership, for the control, we wanted to influence, because our agenda was not small. Our agenda was to make sure that we control the politics, we control the economy, we control the social fabric. Unfortunately, this didn't work because of, I think we became too strong for the establishment, and the establishment started fighting us. And the people whom we raised to become leaders also turned against us, and that's how it happened. The recruitment of organization was automatic because we solved problems. We were able to solve social problem, economical problem. So this was an instant. Then it didn't require anything. We didn't require rocket science to do anything. All what we needed is to establish a business venture, to establish an institution that can bring people and can give people hope. And we had hope, and we created a lot of hope. And that's the most important. That's where Mungiki ticked, because when we carried on the business of the public system, the transport public system, and also we had the garbage collection, solid waste management. We also had programs like creating business opportunities in the informal sector. That one just attracted every person in our side, and every one young person wanted to become our member. That's why we were able to win so many souls towards us. Again, we had the spiritual inclination that we never believed in Jesus Christ, but we believed in a mountain God, that this God lived in Mount Kenya. That is according to the traditions of our fathers. So the spiritual angle of us was that our God lives in Mount Kenya, and we worshipped this God in Mount Kenya. But later on, when I got saved, I came to realize that Jesus is the end, Jesus is the beginning and the end.
The group had no age limit, and before his conversion, he led a group of over 4 million people.
We became enemies of the establishment. We became enemies of the status quo, the system, the government, the president, politicians, the people in the social welfare, the social fabric, and the people in the economy. That's the business community. They were not happy with us because it is like we were eating into what they were controlling. And also cartels in the government, cartels in business, cartels in whatever. They were also not happy with us because what they were doing, we were breaking. And we were really bringing up these young people to come and have a self-realization. self-confidence and a purpose over their life, that they can be able to succeed, irrespective of the conditions they are living, irrespective of what is happening to them, irrespective of what they are being regarded, that there can be change. It's only that the problem we didn't have people to mentor us, to guide us and tell us, if you use this line, it is more acceptable in the society than this what you are doing. That is all what we lacked. Had we got a good mentor, somebody who can stand with us, somebody who can help us, somebody who can put an impact on us, then we could have, this organization could have been the best in the world. It was, in fact, could have been the best. No any organization could have been like that one. But we never got somebody because we were branded. And the time we were branded to be criminals, to be bad people, everybody had run away to avoid the repercussions, to avoid the government attacks, reprisals, and many things that could have happened along. So Mungiki was associated with a lot of criminal activities. Mungiki was associated with the deaths of people. Mungiki was associated with destruction of properties and many other things. Mungiki was also associated with the tribal clashes, the post-election violences, not because they were involved, but because this name Mungiki was a powerful name, was a name that was a force to reckon with, and nobody would want to be. It was a threatening name. Everybody, at the mention of this name, many things happened or many things didn't happen. Therefore, because of it and because of the power behind the name, it caused many things to happen into my life. I was arrested. I've been arrested, taken to prison about 52 times of my life. That's about half, not half of my life, beyond half of my life, almost the entire life I've lived on earth. I've been taken, if I can do my calculations, that looks like a 3/4% I've been to prison of my life. Meaning that the 52 times and also being shot at 12 times and also poisoned 9 times. And also at some point I was convicted or hanged to death by a judge. But when they took me for the hanging, the machine that he used for killing refused to work. So that's some of the miracles I say happened to me. Now, after many years, many struggles, many ups and downs, I changed my career. God spoke to me and I became a Christian, born again. I got saved. I was prayed for by Dr. James Mainanganga, the leader of NEM Evangelism Center. Later on, after some few years, I moved from that church and I joined the church of CFF, Christian Foundation Fellowship, and under the leadership of Bishop Harrison Nganga. And that's where I grew up. That's where I became, from one level, I started from sweeping the church, moved up to washing the toilets of the church, moved up to being the security, the guard, ushering department. I was up ranks until now when I found it necessary for me to open up a church. I'd grown enough. I went to school, theological school, and to me, it was good time for me to turn around another new lease of page, and I became a pastor ordained by Bishop Harrison Nganga. And after being ordained by Bishop Harrison Nganga, I started doing crusades. That's the missions, going from one town to another town to preach the gospel, and the thousands of young souls, people, turned to Jesus. Later on, many years down the line, I was ordained in 2007, but the church, I founded the church in 2019. Just the year 2019, that is when I decided now to be seriously in the church after undergoing through the processes of the church, being taught, being discipled. I became now, I founded a church by the name Crusaders for Christ, and we were moving around teaching the word of God, preaching to the sick, preaching to the drug addicts, the lost people in the society, the young people who are robbers, so ex-convicts, criminals, prostitutes, all those manner, young people in the street children, all of them. That has been my role. And also, above all, I also chose another path of taking care of our old people. I have a group of old people, 1,000 of them, that are the age of 70 years and above. We take care of them. I feed them, I dress them, I house them. And it has been good for me. It's a good thing that I just like it. And above all, and I have vulnerable street boys who have been involved in drug addicts, hard substances, who have been involved in criminal activities, who have been involved in alcoholism. They have been rejected in society. They have been into drugs. So this is quite a good number I have now. And in through them, we have been able to rehabilitate them and make them good citizens of the country. And through that, we are able to produce furniture, nice furniture, antique of the hardwood. And we are doing good antique furnitures. We are also doing clothing. We do clothing, and also apart from the clothing, we have been able to establish a bank where these people will invest their money. And above that, we have a good church, a huge church as you can see it. And we are doing well. We thank God for everything. We thank God because He's faithful, and He's been a blessing. I'm preaching Jesus, and I am telling people to turn to Jesus. And as I'm talking now, I know I'm talking to somebody that is alive in Jesus. There is good tidings in Jesus. You can never go wrong. I've not gone wrong. Since I got to Jesus, I've never gone to prison. Since I got saved, I've never been involved in any criminal activity. Since I got saved, I've never been in loggerheads with the government. Since I got saved, I got favor. Since I got saved, I got doors are opening. Economical doors are opening. Social doors are opening. The church, you can see, we have several branches all over. We have followers all over the world who are supporting us. And it's my vision to see that we have a society that is free from drugs, a society that is free from alcoholism among us young people, a society that will have nobody who is jobless, because any job is a job, and any job earns, as long as it is a good job. It's a job that goes in line with the law of the land. Whatever it is, whether how dirty it is, doesn't matter. Is when you teach young people to embrace any kind of a job, as long as this job is earning, we teach these people to become independent, to become futuristic in a manner that they are good for the society, and we will be able to have empowered the society. Therefore, my vision is to see all young people in Africa, not only in Africa, in the world, that they are not involved in drugs, they are not involved in criminal activities, they are not involved in many things that are not good for the societies. You know, when you have a generation that has a future, a vision, then that you empower the world. Ours is making sure that we have empowered the world through young people, and changing the world through young people, and bringing a revival to this world through young people. And the whole world will turn to Jesus, and the whole world will change and make this world a home for everybody. That is my vision.